Today should be a pretty eventful day. I'm starting off the day with going to tutoring. I've got a tutor for an hour or two, and then I have to go submit some office supply things for SPS. So I've got to make sure that we order all of those. Then we have an SPS meeting. Actually, I don't feel like describing everything. You can just follow me along. Get your asses to the SPS meeting.
What's up?
SPS meeting?
That's right. Yeah. We're working on thermo, so we're probably gonna. If anything, we'll go and we're gonna have to leave early.
Okay.
We get to move to Monday, Wednesday.
That's a possibility.
And then we have to get approval from Dr. Sukanik to take the experimental courses.
Next meeting is April 10th. Thank you guys for showing up.
You're welcome.
And sticking it out.
What? What's that? We might as well not even leave. We have quantum here in like 10 minutes.
Yep, that's why I brought my quantum stuff.
It's time for quantum. Almost in 10 minutes. I haven't answered any of the discussion problems fully. We'll see how that goes. There was another successful quantum class.
I have almost no idea what's going on with any of that stuff.
I'm not one to record and drive, except for the times that I record and drive. But oh my god, it's taking me over an hour to get home from ODU. This is ridiculous. But I'm about to go help Kelly unpack a fridge from her car and bring it into her house, and then I'm gonna get to study quantum. I'm leaving school a little bit early today, so I'm gonna study quantum all night. It's gonna be everything I've ever hoped for. Are you ready to do this?
Yeah.
Just lift with your back in a twisting motion.
Okay.
Leave the legs completely out of the equation. Now that I'm back, it's time to start working on quantum, and today is all about understanding two-particle systems. So going over distinguishable versus identical particles, fermions and bosons, and how to set up the overall wave functions. So that's what I'm spending time on today. Really, this whole section is concerned with, like, if you have two particles but you can't tell them apart, how does that affect their wave functions? So the wave function describing the whole particle as a system, and how does that change if these particles are distinguishable? So if they are distinguishable, it's actually a lot easier. It's just the total wave function is just a product of their separate wave functions. And if they aren't, if they're identical particles, which is most cases, it's a little bit more complicated. To understand all this stuff, I've been just going through Griffiths as usual, because that's the nice little primer that gets me ready to read my professor's lecture notes. But I've also been on YouTube watching Brant Carlsons videos on two-particle systems. He does a really, really good job. I'll leave a link in the description so you can kind of watch what I watched. He really goes through Griffiths, but then just puts in his 2 cents on other things that maybe Griffiths doesn't talk about. So yeah, let me know if you think he sounds like Eric Foreman, because I think he sounds like Eric Foreman a little bit. I think that's why I like him. So right after going over identical particles and two-particle systems in Griffith's quantum, it goes into atoms and the helium atom. And I don't recall us spending very much time in my quantum class going over that. I remember doing it in atomic physics, and I remember touching on it, but never any discussion problems or homework problems regarding the helium atom. So in a previous video, I said, totally feel comfortable. You should always feel comfortable bothering your professor to make sure you know what's expected of you on your exams. And your professor's a tool. Well, not like a tool, your professor's there to help. So something that I just did was I said, I know I should be able to construct many-body Hamiltonians, but I'm unsure if I should emphasize studying the helium atom as a whole. So I'm always taking advantage of kind of probing my professor's mind and seeing what he thinks is necessary to study, what he thinks is important. That way I don't waste my time. But because I want to finish up Chapter 5 of Griffiths tonight, I'm probably going to call this video here. That way I can use all of tomorrow for studying Chapter 7 and answer some of the homework problems and discussion problems. So have you guys started studying for your next round of midterms? Let me know in the comments section. I'll see you guys there.